Hello everyone and welcome back to the Power BI tutorial. In this video, we will be seeing that how can we insert the different types of buttons in Power BI and what are the different types of actions that are possible through these buttons. So basically the different actions are possible, but we will be focusing mainly upon the web navigation, the page navigation and the back or the forward buttons. Okay, so first of all, let us see that how can we insert buttons. So buttons are basically as you know, are used to accept the user events, that is the click event, and are used to perform any action. So to insert a button, you can simply go to this insert tab, and these are the different elements that you can insert, either a text box, button, shape or image. But we are going to work upon buttons, so you can just click on this drop down, and these are the different types of buttons that you can actually insert in your Power BI, like the left arrow button, the right arrow button. So if we just click on the left arrow button, then what happens? This left arrow button is now present in our Power BI. We can just expand it. Now what we will do is if we just click on this button, in the visualizations pane we have got something called as action. So this action is triggered in response to the user click. If the user clicks on this button, or in the case of Power BI, if the user control clicks on this button, then in that case this action is triggered. So what will this button do? It is what we are going to define with the help of this action. So let us just go onto this action and make sure that it is turned on, and then you can just select what type of action it will perform. Like it can go to back. Back means that whatever page was previously selected, it will go to that particular page. So you can just select back, and there is a tooltip, so you can provide it with the tooltip, say go back by one page, or simply a go back message you can give it. Okay, now what happens is, now our button is confirmed or configured of an action. If we just hover over it, we get go back. Okay, so for that purpose, let us first define a path. So I have created a new page, that is page 10, and then I came to page 9. So for me, the back page or the immediate back page is page 10. If I just control click on this button, you need to control click on this button, then what happens is you come to page 10. Here you can see this, you have stepped backwards, you have come to page 10. That is how this back action works, and that's how the different types of actions can work actually. Okay, so this was the first action. The second one is a web URL. You can just go to your button, and these are the different buttons you can add. So I'm going to add a blank button. So this blank button is actually a button that does not contains anything right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some text to it. So let's just bring it over here, and let's add some text. How can we add the text? Make sure that your button is selected to which you want to add your text. You can go to this button text option, and then you can just turn this button text on. And if you expand it, there is this option of button text which is right now blank, but you can add any text for your button over here that you want. I'm going to add a simple URL which is nothing but say YouTube. So I'm going to add I'm actually going to type YouTube first of all. So this means that in my button, if someone clicks on this button, he or she is sure that they will go to YouTube. Now this is a text, but there is no action associated with it. It's only just the text. Okay, so to associate an action, we need to go to this action pane or this action option. We have to first turn it to on, and then we can just expand it, scroll down, and the type of the action that we're going to choose right now is this web URL. So we can just select on this web URL, and then you can see we have got another option of a web URL. So you can just type the web URL that you want to follow. So I'm just going to type a simple https www.youtube.com. okay, that's the simple URL that I have typed. but you can obviously copy paste the URL from to which you want your user to go, and then you can just configure your button to that particular URL. In the tooltip, I am going to just give it that it is going to be YouTube website. That's simple, and that's it. That's how your button is now associated with the YouTube. If I just hover over it, what do I get is YouTube website, which means that now my button is configured to the YouTube website. You can simply just control and click over it, and then what happens is your default browser window will open and you would be taken to this particular URL. You can see the URL over here, that is youtube.com, but right now I'm not connected to the internet, so it is not opening. But as you can see that the URL is now copied in the window, and you would be taken to the page of the YouTube if you are connected to the internet. Okay, so this was about the second type of button, that was the URL action button or the web URL button in Power BI. The next button that is very important is known as the page navigation button. So as the name suggests, the page navigation button is a type of a button that helps you to navigate between the different pages. Okay, so for that, what do we need to do is we are on page 9 and we will be adding the page navigations button on this page only. We have created a page 10, which is a blank page, and we have again created a page 11, again a blank page, and page 12. These three are blank pages, and we will navigate to page 10, 11 and 12 using the navigation options or the navigation buttons present in page 9. So for that purpose, you need to go to buttons and again add a blank button. Now what you can do is you can just change its text slightly. So first of all, make sure the button text is on, and I'm going to just select or add the names of the pages, that is P10 for page 10. Then what you can do is you can simply just copy this and you can just simply paste this. So what happens is this page is or this button is duplicated. Now all you got to do is just simply change 10 to 11. Okay, and then for the 12th page we again got to paste it. It's already copied, so we can simply just paste it, bring it down and just change the button text to P12. Okay, now these are the three blank buttons. Now we are going to connect them to the different pages. Right now they are not connected to any page, so I'm going to show you for page 10. If we just click on this page 10, go to action, turn it back to on, then we can just scroll down, go to type. Now instead of back, we are going to select page navigation. Okay, now as soon as we do that, you can see we have got another option. In the web URL part, we got this web URL over here, but here we have got destination, which is the destination page where you want to end up when you are clicking on that button. So what is my destination? It is page 10. It is providing you a list of all the pages available in your current file. So I'm going to go to page 10, and the tooltip is simple, page 10. Simply you can just click on P11 button, and you can just change its type to say page navigation. Select the destination as page 11. You can or skip the tooltip right now, and then you can just go to P12. Again turn this action button on. The type is going to be page navigation again. The destination is going to be page 12, and you can skip the tooltip for now. Now what happens is if we just hover over it, so we have given the tooltip for page 10 or P10, and that's why we are getting this tooltip. If we just control click over it, then you can see we have navigated to page 10. Again we can go to page 9, and now this time what we are going to do is we are going to go to page 11. So you can see as I control clicked over it, page 11 is what we ended up, and again back to page 9, and this is page 12. Again you can just control click over this page, and you can see that now you are on page 12. So that is how the page navigation works. That's how you can navigate through different pages. Okay, now this was about the buttons. All of these options can be done with the help of shapes as well. So let us just take a look at this. Suppose I enter an oval shape. Okay, that's simple. While it is selected, we can just format its line, fill everything. We can provide it with a title. Suppose we just provide it with a title, say oval, like this, simple title. Then there is this action button present. If you just turn it on, all the actions that you performed with the help of buttons are possible in this shape as well. You can do everything through this shapes as well. And similar is the cases with images. If you want to insert any image and you want to perform any of the actions that we just saw, you can do that with the help of images as well. So that is all in this video. Thanks for watching.